Hey everyone, I just cleared 2,000 subscribers a few days ago, and I promised myself that once I got to that number, I would make a video promoting YouTube channels less well known than my own. So first off, we got Anti-Feminist Frequency. He's a great young YouTuber who puts out content quite regularly. Here's a clip from his latest video wherein he very candidly discusses his own circumcision and the physical, emotional, and interpersonal difficulties that have come from that.
There's a line down the penis called the raphe, and because of my cut, right before my cut the line curves. It stretches in a way that it shouldn't have to. I don't have enough skin tissue for my penis to have developed properly down the middle. Instead, they cut it wherever they saw fit in a time that I had no say. I wasn't developed at all sexually, but my parents saw fit to have a huge chunk of my genitalia removed, a practice developed so that children wouldn't masturbate. There are people who raised and nurtured me that did something unspeakable to me. They didn't see the problem with cutting off a part of my genitalia before it was anywhere near developed. They did a practice on me that was developed as a means of preventing masturbation. In other words, a practice used to prevent sexual pleasure.
Next up, we got Alzael. His channel focuses on anti-feminism, anti-theism, and video games. And he hails from right here in Edmonton, Alberta.
Feminism shouldn't be threatening. Just 12 hours after speaking at the On About Her #Heifersh campaign, the website was set up by Anti-Feminist, counting down to a threatened picture dump of naked pictures of Emma Watson.
You mean the website that only a week later was shown to be a total hoax and prank and had nothing to do with 4chan, anti-feminism, or even feminism itself, and was just a bunch of internet yahoos being idiots and fucking with everyone, which you should totally know since you're in the media, and this story broke almost 6 months before you even wrote this article, so there's absolutely no excuse for you blaming this on anti-feminists, other than blatantly lying in order to promote your ideological narrative? That website? Or was there another just like it that I missed?
Next is Cora Newbold's channel. Cora is the owner of www.mensrightsquincy.com, which may be changing to Men's Rights Illinois. So if you live in or near Quincy, Illinois, and you want to get to know an actual activist in that area, I suggest you visit her YouTube channel on her site and drop her a line. In addition to running her website and cafe press store, Cora does street-level activism, which I'll probably be discussing in a future video.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to give you an update on things. I know I haven't made a video in a while due to technical difficulties. However, I am able to continue with my videos and intend to do so from now on. One, I started a website known as Men's Rights Quincy, and it's been up and running for a while now, but there's a lot of things I need to add to it, and it is far from finished. But it'll get there. Two, when looking online for anti-feminist shirts and accessories, I found that most of them weren't hard-hitting enough, for my taste at least. So I just said, screw it, I'll make my own shit. So now I have a cafe press shop with a whole bunch of stuff that can be found in the link below. There's things in it that you won't find anywhere else. I mean, for example, if you have an ex that's taking custody and is a proud single mother, and you're over here giving her child support, there's a teddy bear that you can give her, and it says, and it has, you know, a t-shirt on it that says, if you're getting child support, you're not a single mother, you're a single woman. It's basically a fuck you gift.
Men's Rights Sydney is a great group doing street-level activism in Sydney, Australia. If you live in Australia and wanted to get your own local group going, then contact them, and I'm sure they'll get you started.
1 year ago today, two people walked into a bar. They had a crazy idea, and the more beers they drank, the better the idea seemed. The idea they had was to create a group called Men's Rights Sydney. They had no idea what they were getting themselves into. The year, however, has not been without its fair share of controversy. Like, for example, Hannah Smith. Yeah, don't worry, links to everything that I talk about will be in the low bar of this video. But this is a video celebrating, so let's not spend a lot of time there. We have indeed achieved some things this year, such as a Men's Rights Australia. We're hoping to use it to assist in the making of newer men's rights groups all across Australia. At very least, we're hoping to make them in cities like Brisbane and Perth that are very highly populated. But the fact is, if I were to tell you all the things we have done, you would A, be completely bored by the end of it, and B, I would be publicly saying things that we wish to not be public as of yet, at the very least. So, watch this space.
Then there's Mad Cat. I asked him if he had a video that I could take some stuff from for this, and he linked me to a video that's like an hour long. So I'm just going to use the clip that he made for Bane's promotion channel. Their promotion video.
Hello, this is Mad Cat, the angry egalitarian that discusses this and that. Today I'm going to whore myself to try to get more subscribers. Just kidding. I'm going to give a brief comment about what I do. Well, here it is, that I basically look at news articles and comments other people make on various sites that discuss men's rights or the things that are done against men. One of my most popular videos has been the FDNY and Pussy Pass, that special considerations are given for women so they can easily become firefighters. And I don't spare any expense on getting as angry as I can. Get angry! Also, I do a number of other articles about false rape statistics, trying to put a face to victims out there and not just be numbers. I've also been doing a little bit on the whole honey badgers thing, given that I am also a member of the honey badgers. So yeah, that's basically what my channel is. You know, I really try to get the issues out there and discuss them, and you know, limited production value, but you got to keep trying, got to keep putting yourself out there. So I'm hoping that I do make a difference.
Blithering Genius is an awesome YouTuber who does very serious philosophy videos, but he also does some really funny videos that have a really dry, sarcastic quality to them. So if you like my channel, you'll probably really like his.
So most of the tape up to around the 6.5 minute mark I thought was pretty boring, kind of awkward fake sex. But right around here it gets interesting. Yeah, at 6:23 she comes into the room, takes off her towel, so she's naked, and I think she has a pretty nice body. I'm not going to be critical of that. I think she's a fairly attractive woman. This is the cool part. She takes out a mattress cover or a fitted sheet, and she starts making the bed. This is kind of cool. She's taking care of her mattress, which is obviously a very important thing to her. And I find this very attractive. I think when women do housework, especially in the nude, that can be very attractive. And I think more women, especially feminists, should do nude housework videos. I think this could really be a thing. I mean, it probably is. There's probably websites dedicated to this that I just don't know about. I haven't kept up with the latest developments in porn, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty hot. She's putting a pillowcase on a pillow, and that's kind of hot. And now, the climactic moment, she brings out a sheet. She spreads it on the bed. I mean, this video could be better, you know, if she was sweeping the floor, making a sandwich, I don't know, doing some other stuff, but this is still pretty cool. I'm turned on.
And finally, there's Nephanor. I know I've already featured him on my channel, but he made some content for one final Liana K video that ended up never getting made. But it's good standalone stuff on its own, so I'm going to give that to you in full now.
It's time for a few corrections from the statements of Liana regarding me. I've been keeping silent regarding this up until now, but after her using me as an excuse to not side against censorship of the Honey Badgers at Calgary Expo, and her response which pissed off Nick of Men's Rights Edmonton, I knew I had to say something, especially now that she's getting a sock puppet to not just attack the men's rights movement, but also act as a white knight for her. Yes, a literal sock puppet. Number 1. I was a part of Men's Rights Edmonton before I met Liana, so they never turned me against her. Her own actions did that. I joined Men's Rights Edmonton in early 2013, and I didn't meet Liana until late 2013 at a convention she was a panelist at. Number 2. The disagreement happened when she posted the link to the Southern Poverty Law Center saying that the men's rights movement spread hatred, and she said that they were a hate group, and I objected to her categorization of MRAs as hateful. This was not MRE turning against real people. This was her turning against me and men in general. That conversation can be seen in link 1 below. Number 3. We talked about cats, TV shows, and video games. While this may not seem like much, it is important since it establishes that I am as much a gamer as her, and she actually mischaracterized my intentions to others. One of the things that we agree on when it comes to shows is one called Lost Girl. She claimed to others that I like strong female characters, when in truth, there are 2 reasons I like that show. Number 1, I like well-written characters of any gender, and that show has many of both, and I have always been fascinated by the succubus mythology, and the show is about one. But the important point is that she neglected to mention the video games. This is important for the next point. Number 4, I was not using her to inject myself into Gamergate. I was already in it when she was still anti-Gamergate. I have been on streams with Mundane Matt, chat with him about a great many things, and even have him on my PSN friends. So hearing his video got pulled by Quinn had me involved the moment it happened. Link 2 below shows the first tweet I used the Gamergate hashtag, August 30th, 2014. But I was talking about the issue back on the 18th of August with the first Internet Aristocrat video, as seen in link 3. Number 5. I judge people based on their actions, not their associations. The latter is something Anti-Gamergate is famous for, and Liana judged me based on my being an MRA, not on the numerous conversations where we agreed on a great many things. She behaved exactly like aggros do, and indeed, reading the fight, she even damseled to try and get me to support her attack on the MRAs, but I didn't bite. Number 6. Unlike Liana, I can provide proof of everything I said here, and I have put it out there for people to judge on their own merit. I do not hide behind my looks and expect people to believe me. I give you evidence. Number 7. If Liana wants to actually have a conversation with me, like she has implied before when she said that I have her email, which I do, and should talk to her first in private, she can unblock me and say to me publicly, but I will not speak to her without it being a neutral ground live stream. I will not have my words twisted and used out of context to demonize me in public again like she has done. Here's the deal. Liana told lies. A lie is defined by being a false statement. Whether the person making the lie intends to cause harm or if they know it is false is not important to it being a lie. Parents lie to their kids about Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy to spare their kids. This isn't done to be harmful. It is done out of compassion. Someone telling you that your dog ran away rather than saying it was hit by a car and dragged down the highway is also a lie, but they're doing it to save you the pain. Someone introducing you as a Christian because they don't know that you aren't is a lie too. So now we've established that a lie does not require intent to harm nor knowledge of it being untrue. We can safely say then, Liana lied. I don't care if she knew what she said was a lie, or if she was saying it to be malicious. Let's assume, in her favor, that she did not know it was a lie. In some cases, this is most likely true, but in others, I know it's false. But that doesn't make it any better. In fact, not knowing it was a lie makes it worse, and I will explain soon. I am sick and tired of her using the definition for libel when she's referring to lies she made. The two have different definitions. I'm not trying to take her to court for libel. I'm not trying to destroy her career. I am not trying to make everyone else not trust her. I am, after all, trying to get people to admit that she did not have all the facts, that she spoke as if she did, and she made accusations which were, in the end, lies. Now, why is it worse that she lied and may not have known? She's a media personality. She's supposed to be a journalist. She's supposed to hold facts and truth to the highest regard. And yet here she is, talking about subjects which she does not have all the facts. She is, as the phrase goes, talking out her ass. She doesn't know that she was telling us lies. That means she didn't do her research, and she spread this false information without concern for those who it affected. That's as bad as lying with intent to harm. This makes me trust her that much less when it comes to talking about things. How can I trust someone who lied and didn't know because they didn't do any research? Now, I fully expect to hear that Leanna wasn't meaning me when she said the Edmonton men's rights community, and she apparently has already said it wasn't Men's Rights Edmonton. Well, who did she mean? She was being deliberately vague to avoid being pinned down as to who and what she meant. I have a feeling she was doing this to avoid being tied with her words. She chose them very carefully to avoid attacking one person or group, since then it could be plausible deniability as to who she meant. So I ask this: if she wasn't talking about me when it comes to the Edmonton men's rights community or Men's Rights Edmonton, then who? She obviously meant me on other things, which either completely misrepresented me or outright lied about me or my intentions. So now, it is up to you, Leanna. I've said my piece. I offer proof of what I say. Are you willing to refute what I say with evidence? Are you willing to be specific as to what you are talking about? You attack the men's rights movement en masse, and then act like a victim when they defend themselves. I thought you would have learned that by now. That is a bad idea. That's what agros did. Look what it got them. You know, for being anti-social justice warrior like you claim, you certainly act like them a lot. You are doing exactly the same stuff that they do, and you are attacking people based on mere association. You are doing exactly what the agros do, and you yet somehow want Gamergate to believe you. Fine. Some people can fall in line with you and listen to you, but not realize that you are full of shit. Maybe you should just get your sock puppet to attack us again.
So, I mean, there's lots of great YouTubers out there. If there's anyone that I missed, I'm sorry. But these are just a few of the people that I thought I would put in my, customary landmark subscriber video. So, I'm Nick Redding, mensrightsedmonton.com.